Hey there, welcome back guys. We're going to be streaming and testing out the camera. We're going to be printing the utensils. I'll show you right here some utensils that you could actually use for eating. It's a card size knife, fork, toothpick kit remix with spoon. If we go hiking, you don't want to carry utensils. It does say to spray it with this stuff or coat it with the decup patch. Basically what it does, if you want to not have that plastic taste, but it's plastic, it's PLA, and I don't think anything bad will happen. It says apply a layer of water-based food contact varnish to make it waterproof and more food contact compatible. Well, think about all the ingredients that are actually in your food. So this is, I mean, I'm not worried about it. All right, so without any further ado, let's get started. We're going to send this G-code file. We downloaded it. I'm going to print it in the dynamic settings, the regular settings from Cure, nothing fancy. I'll just leave them as is. And then basically I'm going to go to the printer.
All right, so there it is. It's finally finished. Check it out. Usually I wait for my prints to dry, but this time I was so excited that I couldn't wait for it to finish cooling off. So I just basically pried it off a little bit by hand. But as you can see, it wasn't too successful. The rim that prints all the way around came off easily, but as I pulled, it just wasn't working. I tried using the plastic scraper, but didn't have much success with that. It did pry up a little bit, but as you can see, it just wasn't. So I took the little spackle thing that comes with the 3D printer and basically pried from different corners to just get it up a little bit without actually breaking it, because if you apply too much pressure, you could actually just, break the experience and probably wind up printing it again. Or as you can see, taking it from the corner worked a little bit good, and then taking it from the right corner. So I would recommend, but ideally wait for your prints. There's a video I have that you could probably watch after this that'll show you what happens when you wait for your prints to cool and they just flick right off. That's probably why the board looks so nice and shiny without any blemishes, because I usually will just wait for the prints to finish and then just flick them off. But sometimes when you're so excited, especially for dinner, when you no longer have to eat with your hands.
Remember in the beginning we paused the print because I don't know, green isn't really appealing as a food color for me. For some other folks it might be. So you see we caught it just in time, and if we look at it, the bottom part is a little greenish, right? And then the rest, so we caught it just in time. But if you want a solid color, you'll have to start the print off with whatever color it is. But it looks pretty good. Look at that. Turn it over. Pretty good. The knife is serrated, which is really amazing. So it's like a little survival kit. Maybe that's what I should put. Preppers, things you must have has a prepper. It comes off easily. There's no struggle. I like that. Whoever built this could probably, I'm gonna check out their profile, because I could imagine them building like toys or something that are really fun to put together. If this is how it prints, it just comes off really easily. Look at that. A little spoon. Looks like a spoon from the Haagen-Dazs ice cream. It does feel a little brittle, but still good. Like, it feels like it could easily break, You might want to be careful with that. You could always use some sandpaper there to get the remnants off, like from these little latch thingies. There's our fork. Right. Kind of cool. And just twist it, and the remnants, whatever that part adhesive that it was sticking to help bind it. It's amazing all this came from a printer. And there's our little the toothpick. I'm not sure if I'd use that. Maybe if I was in the woods and I got a piece of meat stuck in my teeth, that can be painful. I might use it, but you know, being that it comes apart so easily, I'd hate to get a piece of plastic stuck in my tooth and having to end my adventure by going off trail and having to find the nearest orthodontist so that I can. It's not bad, but I wouldn't put that in my mouth. Maybe I'd use a toothpick for something else, filleting a fish, not filleting a fish, the deboning, right? Yeah, if it does the deboning, then that would be great. Now, so let's move all this out of the way, right? Because we're gonna put it to the true test. What good are utensils, right, if you can't use them? So knowing that and moving forward, we gotta put it to the test. All right, what do we have here? We have our spoon for dessert. We have our fork, right? And our serrated. The knife is serrated. It's really, look at that. Look at this. Look at the edges on that. Look at that. Looks like it can cut through anything. We have our little burger, in case you're wondering what that is, with some Chipotle sauce. So that should be really interesting. With a jalapeno pepper. No reaction. It's pickled though, so there won't be any reaction. So we'll take a little, dig in with the fork. Not bad. The fork hits the knife, and let's see if it'll cut a little bit of the burger. This is pretty good. Maybe I'll go around the cheese a little bit so that we can actually see the burger, right? How's it? The knife works its magic. Pepper's got a little bit of a kick to it, but you can try it. It works. The fork, oh wow, that's hot. The fork is still intact. You're not gonna accidentally eat a piece of it. It does work. Pretty good. You don't taste the PLA. You could accidentally cut the knife with the fork and you don't lose any plastic. You want to make sure that you're not eating it, right? So it's pretty strong. I would probably make it more dynamic, stronger. It's pretty strong though. It's at its base settings. So that's for the burger. Look at that. We'll try cut the pepper again. I could see how you might want to print another one because we don't taste PLA, but you do have, remnants of food that gets in there on one side. It might be another way to print it so that this side is smoother. So they're both smoother. But remember, this is the first layer. So what you could do, you probably print a skirt, right? Or a raft, and then peel it off, and then the initial layer won't be like that, but it's still pretty good. Right, so there's our burger. That was a really good dinner. I can totally, again, I'm not sure if I'd use that because I'd hate for a piece of plastic to actually get stuck on you. I'd probably go to the store and buy something off the shelf, those toothpicks. And now let's try the spoon. See how the spoon works. We have some yogurt here for dessert. I'm gonna test it out. Got some. It's a flip pack. So the flip pack, we basically turn everything over. Get a little nice peanut butter, and if you're allergic to peanuts, so here's our spoon. It's a little, You could use a little sanding. Make sure you get all the remnants off before you start eating your food. It's a little small, reminds me of the Haagen-Dazs ice cream spoon. Again, we want to see if we can taste that PLA, or is it going to affect the flavors certain foods blend, but no PLA. I mean, I'd feel more safer eating it printed straight from here than putting that chemical stuff that they said to put on to make it more food friendly. Safe. What does that mean? Plus all the stuff that's in here is just as bad too. You know, all the preservatives. But it's not bad. Gotta love it. And the camera's still going and not dying. I think I figured out the secret formula to having the camera not glitch out on the live stream. Not bad. A little messy. It's hard to eat with dainty bites when you're a man and you want manly bites. I'm gonna have to scale this up. But then again, if you scale it up, it's gonna take longer to print. Let's go here. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Kind of neat, huh? Anyway, I hope that this video helped you in understanding, the possibilities on how you can print your cutlery for that hiking, camping adventure, or maybe you just moved into your new house and you took everything with you but the silverware, but the kitchen sink, and you need some utensils and the store's closed and you got food in the fridge and you can't wait until Monday. So if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.